Welcome everyone back to Final Fantasy XIV. We're here to talk with Sid after doing that dungeon last time. So let's see what he has to say. Still at level 41 quests, unfortunately. Really keen on actually getting towards the end of the base game here. It calms me to look at her. It's as though it's been reunited with a part of me I never knew was missing. Hardly surprising you did design and build her. I bear good news. The Seedsters have granted our request to house the Enterprise. We may take as long as we require to repair her. Of course, it would rank folly to take one moment more than we require. Guardia, lest we forget, grows stronger by the hour. We are to have any hope of wresting this beyond realm from her talons. It must be needs to be soon. Though I'm no expert on the workings of airships, it seemed plain to me that the Enterprise suffered much from her time in the wilderness. Am I not correct, Sid? You are. Frankly, it's a miracle she carried us this far. As you know, the Howling Eye is encircled by a raging tempest, apt to turn proud trees to matchwood. Our battle will end before it begins if the Enterprise cannot weather the storm. Given time, I believe I can fully repair her. But if this tempest is as fearsome as you say, even that may not be enough. Confound it, there must be a way to brave the fury of the elements. The elements, but of course, that's it. We work upon the element itself. Using the power of a corrupted crystal, we could clear a path through the storm and spare the Enterprise a battering. I see, you propose to utilize the properties of a crystal altered the elemental aspect of the barrier. It seems childishly simple in retrospect. Though mayhap not to you, Naren, we speak of the manifestations of over-expected ether that can be found throughout Erusia. So the calamity disrupted the land's etheric currents. Such crystals have become comparatively commonplace, which has been a cause of great woe, as they have known to warp etheric energies, including those of living organisms. Point is, we could theoretically use a corrupted crystal to convert the wind-expect ether comprising Guardia's barrier into an ether of another aspect, one she cannot control. With certain modifications, the Enterprise should be able to deliver us to the Howling Eye in comfort, however hard Guardia blows. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. All this rests on our ability to procure a crystal with the necessary properties. Have you any idea where we might acquire one? No, but I know a man who might. A scholar by the name of Lombernet, who resides in Camp Drybone. Strange as it may sound, I met him during my time at the church. Well, McKee's met him, I suppose. Whether out of pity or want of a more willing listener, he would talk to me for hours at a time about his etheric studies, corrupted crystals being his pet subject. It was a result of these conversations that poor McKee's was observed to possess an uncommon knack for theoretical science. Now I need to return to Thanalan and seek out the scholar. Sid and I will set about repairing the Enterprise in your absence. Alright, back to Thanalan it is. Alright. Can't go this way, apparently. Actually, we could just teleport over there. So let's go ahead and do that, I think. Also have one single piece of mail as well. I'll have to get that when I have a chance. I'm pretty sure it's for my veteran rewards, since I put in some more time for the game. Go around this way, I assume. No, this way. Okay. It's been a while since I've been here, so I don't quite remember. Or maybe he is down in the town, actually. Must be in one of the shops down here, if that's the case. Aha! Why yes, I am Professor Lamadiant. Beg pardon, you wish to hear about my research on corrupted crystals? Truly? Nothing would give me more greater pleasure than to discuss my work with a fellow woman of science. Alright. So rare it is to find fellow intellectuals in this region. 'Tis even rare to find one capable of comprehending the nature of corrupted crystals. Come to think of it, there was another, a hermit to whom the church had given sanctuary. Curious fellow, unsociable, rather daft at first impression, yet possessed an amazing affinity toward the scientific pursuits. But to the matter at hand, did you say you wish not to conduct field observations but to harvest a corrupted crystal? Egads, woman, at least take the necessary precautions so you do not suffer from exposure to its harmful energies. I'm beginning to wonder if you have sufficient qualifications to handle such hazardous crystals or materials. Still, your ignorance is somehow endearing. If you bring me a suitable vessel, say a common clay pot, I shall coat it with an alchemical sealant of mine own design. Simply store the crystal you seek within this pot to protect yourself from its deleterious effects. Where I may find a clay pot? Well, I'm hardly a merchant, but surely some fellow at the Golden Bazaar has one for sale. Yeah, we have to go all the way to the Golden Bazaar? Okay. How do I don't remember where the Golden Bazaar is exactly. Okay, so I have to get out of this area from up here and then head that way, I guess. Night and stormy. Quite a bit of, not a good vision with that. This way we're heading, this way. Someone just standing in the middle of the road, taking in the rain. Okay, we should be about here. You get a pot, and you get a pot. Everyone gets a pot. Sorry. I get a bit carried away when disposing of old merchandise. Any road, take my pot, please. Alright. Had to go all this way for a simple pot. Looks like a fate just opened up right there and then. could teleport back, but I just used the teleport to get there in just a moment ago, so I kind of figured I'll take the scenic route there. It's not that far. I think this actually leads me right into it, I think. Pretty sure he's supposed to be here. Okay, there we go. I just got here too fast. Fascinating, even accounting for this unusually strong ethereal occurrence in this region, the crystalline formations are... Oh, you've returned. Any luck finding a pot like I suggested? Here we are, good sir. Well, this is indeed a remarkable piece of rubbish, but for our purposes it shall suffice. Level 43. For literal application of my alchemical sealant, this sorry excuse for earthenware will be reborn as a corrupted crystal containment device. Observe as the scholar skillfully, almost dropped that, skillfully coats the interior of this pot just so. There, it's finished. You no longer need to fear the crystal's transformative energies. I suppose you'll be bombarded with its energies until you place it within the vessel. Well, perhaps it shall motivate you to work quickly. In any case, I'll now have you take the warded pot to Sako, a student of mine, monitoring the flow of ether at High Bridge. Explain to him your quest, and he shall instruct you in the finer points of crystal harvesting. Alright, off to High Bridge then, which I believe is a little bit further away than Golden Bazaar is from here, so... Oh, it's also daytime now. I didn't even, notice the change. Alrighty. Must be off to the side here, it looks like. Yep, right down that way. How many times must I be made to explain myself? I'm not contemplating suicide, you imbecile. I have chosen this precise position to perform scientific measurements. What have we here? A containment vessel? Why, this is the handiwork of Professor Lamniant. You thieving knave, I shall call for the... Oh, made especially for you by the man himself. You must have sought me out per his instruction, which means he believes me experienced enough to expound his explanations. At last, the recognition I so rightfully deserve. Oh, fabulous day. Kahoo, Calais. Then I should be chosen to guide this woman. Yes, Ha Shako, greatest of Professor Laminian's pupils, shall see that you successfully query your query. Timing is impeccable, in fact, for I am just preparing to procure corrupted crystals from the burning wall for my personal research. There, the devastating destruction caused by the calamity has blessed us with a bounty of sublime specimens. Something tells me that naught but a perfect peace will satisfy your high standards, in which case you must descend to the deepest depths. Amidst the flowing waters and the murderous Mitre-Knights lies the most fantastic formation I have found thus far. Take this highly advanced researcher's tool and use it to separate a small fragment from the large cluster. Place it within the warded pot and bear it back to me for inspection. The path which leads from the Burgundy Falls to the base of the burning wall is treacherous and terrifying. Advance of appropriate caution, you shall surely to survive. Alrighty. We're heading out this way. I don't think I've been this way before. Can't quite remember. I know I've been on the left path before, but not this way. I don't think, anyways. Or wait, I think I was here actually for the Paladin quest. Where am I heading? Okay, so up this way. A furball. A cave that goes behind the waterfall, it looks like. Yeah, we have a quest. You know what, quartz doblins? Didn't expect you to. They're only found in the most dangerous catches of Thanalan. Type of Goblin they are, just kind of crunchier. Yes, they eat crystals, you know, and around these parts there's a king's feast to be had. Makes the Doblins grow pure, clear quartz right in their bodies. Think you can get some for me? Alright. Ah, we're getting closer to the spikes and all that are up here. We're finally seeing the area that I've seen so much around here in Eastern Thanalan. Golden Fleece. Nice. Mirror Knights. Really nice area here. So I guess these were actually crystals all along that had ethereal element to them that made them glow, I assume. Let's get you out of the way. These are the guys I need. No, I think about it. Now that I think about it, I haven't really gotten any of the journal ones lately. Which makes me think I must have passed them up, and these areas probably have more of them for the journal than what I should have, or something along those lines. There we go. Let me check that actually, because I'm curious now. Okay. So there's a couple on these that I need to bring down. What about this one? Missing just one of them from North Shroud, it looks like, I guess. Huh. Maybe I should work on these then. So I'm not too far off from both of them. Where am I going? Okay, over this way. There we go. Just gotta get 2 more of these. I really like this area though, and the new music's pretty nice too. Okay, I thought that was an actual item I had to use. I just saw the mace on the quest text. Alrighty. I'll just speed this up a little bit. There we go. All clear. Level 42 Mirror Knight. Looks like we're heading in the right direction though. Are they down there? Huh. Okay. Must be another way down then. Let me just follow this here and see where this is supposed to be heading. I think I may have made a wrong turn. Okay, I probably didn't see that because I was dodging the Mirror Knight at the time. Just actually rode down further this way. Oh, it got me. Oh well. I assume this is the correct way in any case. Looks like it is. Assume it's down here by the bottom. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's what that guy said. Ah, we got another Mirror Knight coming up. Alright. Okay, so the mall was actually for this. Never mind then, I was kind of confused. And we'll just put the crystal in the water pot. There we go. Ah. For some reason I thought they were going to come up here. There we go. I believe the way back up is this way. Yeah, it is. Okay. Gotta give the quest back to the guy up here, otherwise I probably would have just teleported, but I do like the way this area looks, so going through it again is pretty nice. I was pretty sure I got past that one, but okay. Am I heading the right way? Looks like it, yeah. I wonder if these golden thieves are important for something. Maybe there's a quest for them, because they're not anywhere else besides over here. Good hunting. Bag any clear quartz out there? Here we are, good sir. That's what I was after. Clear as God's piss, no offense intended. And ringing like a bell's. Calamities change a lot of things around here, that's true enough, but it's still a treasure trove. Can't ask for much more as a miner. Here you go, friend. Let's make our way back to High Bridge. Here we are. So you've come galloping back. Have you the crystal then? What a prodigally large and lovely crystal. Professor Lemonade will doubtless chortle with joy when you present it to him in person. Oh, and upon your return, do remember to recount how I helped you with your harvesting. Alrighty. Just head back to Camp Dry Bones. Alright. Through this door. Always have to remember that. My keen scholar sense telling me that you've obtained a corrupted crystal, am I right? If you would grant me a moment to examine the crystal, as you desired. Corrupted crystal overflowing with wind aspected ether. Remind me, for what purpose did you intend to use this crystal again? What? To breach a barrier comprised of wind aspect ether? Oh dear, this may prove problematic, as this crystal would only serve to strengthen the barrier. Suppose I'm at fault for not inquiring as to your objectives from the start. Had I known your intent, I would never sent you to Hakashugo. What is the science if not trial and error? And I can truly say this is a failure has taught you nothing. Think, woman, you now understand the methods necessary to safely collect a corrupted crystal. You will doubtless have no difficulty doing so once more. What's more, the crystal you collected can serve as an invaluable resource for the ethereal studies conducted by the students of Badisan. You've heard of them. Well, I don't mean to boast, but I'm in a professional relationship with the organization. Not as equals, of course. I would never be so bold to claim as the level of expertise. You're right. Your eyes seem to have glazed over for a moment. Anyway, I shan't keep you from your task. You still have a corrupted crystal to find. Corrupted crystals of sufficient size and strength are not all that common, I fear. Unfortunately, one of my other students, Xenia, claims to have discovered another promising site in eastern Laosia. Wait, that's not correct. Eastern Laosia was where she was nearly killed when wandering too close to an imperial castrum. Haha, now that made for an amusing anecdotal. It was western Laosia, Faro Sirius, on the Isles of Umbra, to be precise. I can't recall her exact reasoning, something to do with one of Dalamud's Talons or some nonsense. I can say for certain is that she's still in Aleport, intending to gain access to the Isles.